And we are live on YouTube. So, hi everyone, good morning, and welcome to the show. We're running a couple minutes late today, so we're probably going to get into it rather quickly. Of course, this is Mitch, and I do 3 free picks every single day here on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Wednesday, we did a college football show. We went through every college football game on the schedule, and yesterday we did NFL. We went through every NFL game on the schedule, so it was good times, and I think we had a decent audience. I think it's something that's going to grow over time. I do have a co-host going forward. I'm excited to be doing that. So I'm excited to not have to talk by myself. And it's going to be likely Tony T, guy who I've done a show with for quite some time. Just not a very popular show, but we're going to be putting it on Sports Chat, on Picks and Parlays, and on all the channels that you guys seem to like watching us on. So anyways, of course, I'm here on this show though every single day, and that other show will be done in the form of a podcast as well for each of the different sports. You'll be able to download that, take it on the road as a podcast, something that we used to do with my first quarter podcast. We'll probably come up with some kitschy name for it. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long to do that. But anyways, 3 free picks every single day here on our live show. But anyways, hope you guys are off to a good start to your day. Going to get right into the action. I do want to address in the Facebook group, we have some good discussion going about like what people want to see in the Facebook group and what they don't like seeing in the Facebook group. I'm with you guys. So, I mean, this group is a group thing. It's our group. It's not my group. It's not, some guy who hijacks the group with a million posts. It's like, I thought originally that if we could just have a post and then kind of like say, Bengals versus Ravens, and then just have all of the posts about that one game under the same topic, that it was, it was really cool. But then, I did that and I put all the different games and the key games for the day and everything. It didn't matter. People just posted anywhere. So I just said, you know what? You guys just go back to doing whatever you want to do. And then, so now we're doing that, and people, they don't seem to be thrilled with the way that is going either. So we have to find this happy medium. I think the one thing that we can all agree on, though, is that the things that people don't want to see in the what things that people don't want to see in the group are tickets for games that are already over. Okay, thanks for nothing is what the message is from the Facebook group on that. You post a ticket to a game that's already over. Thanks for nothing. What are you showing? That you were right? That you got a winner? We've all had winners. Everybody watching this video, whether it be on Facebook, whether it be on YouTube, whether you're a member of the Facebook group, whether you're watching it live, whether you're watching the replay, we've all had winners. We could all post tickets of winners. We do not care. What we would like is insight into games. If you say you like, I live in Hawaii, and say I know like something's going on with a defensive lineman or something like that, yeah, post it in the group so it will help us with the games. Put us on some winners. Brett just posted, who's one of our active posters in Facebook, just said something. The Kansas City Chiefs right now, 81% of the bets are on Kansas City. It's the highest percent bet on underdog ever. Say no to the public underdog. Yeah, we have to question where Brett's getting that information. And 81% of the bets where? Is it one little offshore sports book? Because the regular sports books in Vegas do not release that information. They do not release it. So I'm not sure where he's getting it from, but it could be a great source. It could be a bad source, but at least he's hearing it somewhere. He's posting it in the group. So he's saying, you know what? If the Chiefs are something that you're on this weekend, public underdogs, usually a very bad story, okay? But I don't know. Maybe there's good reason. Last week, big money on the Baltimore Ravens, both the public and the sharps. Everybody was on the Ravens, and they absolutely slaughtered the Bills. So you don't really know. There's certainly no thing, but the public dog is certainly a curse. But we know that the Steelers get a ton of calls at home. Anyways, let's get into today's games and give our first free pick. Of course, I have 5 picks in the premium area today and premium plus, all Major League Baseball. But we will go to our first game of the show. I think we look at the game between the Marlins and the Phillies. We got Eflin and Wei Yin Chin on the mound in this one. You know, the Phillies absolutely dreadful lately. 2-8 in their last 10 games. You want to talk about choking down the stretch. Meanwhile, the Marlins, they had a really strong stretch, and all of a sudden, that has dissipated. They're now 3-7 in their last 10 games. And why is this happening? Well, these teams, they stopped hitting the baseball. If you don't score runs, really, really hard to win games. When we look at the Marlins against the Mets, 0 runs, 3 runs, 2 runs. We can go before that. Pittsburgh, 1 run, 3 run, 2 runs, 4 runs, 3 runs. They have not scored. They scored 5 runs once in their last 10 games. When we look at the Phillies, okay, 1 runs, 6 runs, but allowing 7, 1, 4, 5, 4, 1, 9, 1, 1. So a lot of ones in there as well. A lot of ones. I like the under in the Marlins-Phillies game, even though we have 2 lousy pitchers and it sets up for an over. I think the play here is the under because neither of these teams are hitting the baseball. And if you don't score runs, you certainly can't go over the total. So our first pick for today's game is going to be the under in the Marlins-Phillies game. Of course, I do 3 free picks every single day. Of course, we do this on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. We did our college football show on Wednesday on YouTube. We did our NFL show on yesterday on YouTube. Of course, that show, it's not my premium picks, it's not my best bets, it's a first look. And starting next week, more than likely, if not next week, it'll be the following week, I'll have a co-host. We're going to be doing that in podcast format as well as the live video. We're going to have offers associated. I'm going to get a sponsor for the show. I have all kinds of offers for the sponsor. I just got to pick one, you guys. So, exciting stuff. Kind of have been talking about it, and you know, I did the college and NFL shows, and you guys know I always just do, and then I figure it out as I go, and usually it all works out for us. So I'm really excited about really quick developments actually with that stuff. Oh, Freestyle Friday! I totally forgot about it. Let's go. You guys make the picks in our Facebook group. What do you guys want to hear? So I'll give you that pick, and then we'll do 3 more. Freestyle Friday. Totally forgot about it. I was running late. Let's go. What games do you guys want to hear? Our Facebook group, whether they're premium picks, not premium picks, whatever. I just won't say if they are or if they're not. Tell me what games. College football, NFL, Major League Baseball, whatever you guys want. Let's do it. We nailed it yesterday on the show, so I'll give you guys just a couple seconds to post some comments since I did not do it. What games do you guys want to see? And if you want a game, you can't tell me. Like just one team. Tell me who's playing who and what the point spread is. So you know, I look at every single game, so it's a lot of information out there. So if you want to pick on a game, say this team versus this team, or this team versus this team with the point spread, whatever. I'll give you guys just a minute. If you guys don't have anything, I'll just come up with my own again. So let's do it. Memphis, Georgia State. Memphis, Georgia State. Let's see. Braves, Nationals. So Atlanta versus Carolina. Memphis. So a lot of people want Memphis once again. Someone I just asked to format it a certain way. They couldn't do it. I don't know what was so hard about that, asking you guys to tell me what team versus what team. But, of course, we only take the questions from our Facebook group. But anyways, looks like the first one then is going to be Memphis versus Georgia State. I do not have a premium pick on this game. I did not have a premium pick on last night's college football game. I certainly wish I would have given out that Boston College pick that I gave out on the show 100% free. In the premium area, sometimes it works that way, sometimes it doesn't. When we look at Memphis versus Georgia State, the reason why I don't have a premium pick on this game, 28.5 points in a defense that's an absolute sieve with Memphis. Of course, Memphis can put tons of points on the board, but they can't score anything. Meanwhile, we have Georgia State, who was routed at North Carolina State last week, 41-7. I got to say, the part of the reason why I didn't put a premium pick on this game is I like Memphis. I like laying the big number here, and generally, you guys know I can't lay big numbers with my premium picks. I think of some of the premium picks for this week's college football. I haven't posted any of those yet because of the weather issues, but I like Memphis minus the 28.5. I think this might be one of those ones where you bet the first half and you bet the game and all that good stuff, because I think I could see Memphis scoring the 61, 62 points on the total on this one by themselves. 41-7 by NC State. Memphis has no problem. They run a lot of plays. The offense moves quick, and you could see Memphis running a lot of plays, probably scoring a lot of points here. Not a premium pick, but I'm going to lay the big number here with Memphis. I always feel like a heel, Like, I see these other cappers on there, I'm 84-20, and it's like, I'll take the Boston Red Sox minus 360 today. It's like, you're an expert? I needed to ask an expert that. So, laying 28.5 points with the team, it's not something that you guys see me do here, but I'm going to do it here with Memphis. I'm going to lay 28.5 against Georgia State. So, of course, we do 3 free picks every single day. Friday, we do Freestyle Friday. That means all of the questions come from our Facebook group. Of course, the show is always live on YouTube Live and Facebook Live, but the questions always come from the Facebook group. And, of course, that's the best place to join us because the conversation doesn't stop here. It stops at, it never stops. It goes 24 hours, 7 days a week. I do like the discussion in the Facebook group with people saying, I don't like the post of the tickets after the games. I don't like it when someone says, Yankees, ? It's like, what's your opinion? You got to bring something to the table. If you want to get, you got to give. And you guys know I can say this because we give out free picks every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. We've been doing it for over 10 years. Every single game, every day, we give a free pick. Free, 100% free. We don't ask you for anything. If you want our best bets, you have the option to do that. You can get it at Sports Chat Experts, sportschatplace.com, Premium Plus. And, of course, I do this show for free every single day. So when it comes to giving to get, you guys have seen my house. We did the football show outside. You give, you get, and I think our group is the same way, We have a lot of people giving a lot of information. It'd be nice to give them back some information. So let's take a look at some of these games in here. Man, we are really spread out here as far as to what people want to see. So we might have to let's see. Oh, it's the same person posting the same thing over and over again. Yeah, Jesse Mack, you're going to have to go. If you continue to just post the same question, you got to go. That's the way that works. I mean, how does that help anybody? It's like I'm trying to figure out what's the most popular thing, and this idiot is posting the same. Yeah, you got to go, man. You're going to have to leave our group is what's going to happen. Why would you do that? Oh, man. So I see Toledo and Miami. We already talked about that in the Facebook group today. If you guys want, I can do that one. But we kind of had a little discussion. Brett, myself, and Luis, we all spoke about that. We kind of talked about that this morning in the Facebook group. So if you guys find that post, you'll see my opinion on that game there. So I will save the pick there. It's hard to tell because it's Jesse. He has posted so many of the same one. It's hard to see what are the games that people actually want to see. Anyways, we do 3 free picks every single day. Every Friday, we do Free for All Friday, where all of the games that we decide to do come from you guys. Anyways. See what we got here. So I see Patriots, Jags, Atlanta, Carolina. I don't know. It's hard to find the most popular ones here. I guess we'll do Patriots Jaguars. You know, this is an interesting game. It's a replay of last year's AFC Championship game. Of course, the Patriots started off as a big favorite in this one, and then the Jags moved it to even money, or pick 'em in this spot. I kind of think it's a bad spot for the Patriots. Not just because of the way the Jaguars are playing. Of course, Fournette didn't play last week for the Jaguars, even though they pretty much dominated the Giants from start to finish. Just one missed tackle really was how the Giants got on the board there. I think that, and I believe that the Patriots are in trouble here. I think you run to beat the good teams. You run the ball and play defense, and I think that's what the Jaguars do. So I think I'd take the Jags here to beat the Patriots. It's not something I'll have as a premium pick or anything like that. I think this is going to be a great game for the fans of the game. One of the few NFL games that you'll ever see where the fans actually will get to watch a game. And, you know, the game's not in New England, so, you know, maybe we don't see the ridiculous flags against the Jaguars in this one. But I'm going to take the, I'll take the Jags in this one. Got some lock of death comments over there on YouTube. So, of course, we do 3 free picks every single day. Our best bet's always at sportschatexperts.com. Of course, we discuss things in the Facebook group all day long. LSU Auburn is one of the games that I see on here 3 times. So, that'll be our last one that we'll do today. Just to make sure there's nothing else there. Yep. So LSU Auburn, gigantic game, and this game is going to be all about the defense. I expect to see a lot of defense. We saw Auburn play against a big defensive team in week 1 against Washington. They held up against Washington, but it wasn't like they just carved them up like a knife through butter, like we've seen, you know, the Auburn offenses do. LSU has some size also, and what we saw with LSU is once again a quarterback that's not quite there yet, right? He's kind of just, he plays on a great team, he's got a huge offensive line and a great running game and a power defense, and that's going to take you far, and no matter what football you're playing. But anyways, I think that it's just a lot of points, you know, to be laying in a game where there doesn't figure to have a lot of points. I think that we see this game played between the 20s. I think we see a lot of hard hitting. I think we see a lot of solid tackling. I think this is a defensive game all the way. And I just think getting 10.5 points is just a little too much. So I like the points here with LSU, and that will be my last pick for today's show. So to recap it, we took the Jaguars, we took the LSU Tigers, and we took, what was our other game? I don't remember. We took, who was the first game? Oh well, did we have one? I don't know. We took the first game. We took somebody. Anyways, that wraps up today's show. This is Mitch. The Marlins under. So we do have one more pick. So let's do one more. What the hell? All right, so that was my own pick. So we have one more. Let's do one more pick. Cowboys Giants. Notre Dame Vandy. UCF Illinois. UCF does not play Illinois. USF plays Illinois. South Florida plays Illinois, not UCF. And in that, the USF game or the UCF game against North Carolina, I believe, is canceled. Oh boy. So it's Notre Dame Vandy. Is it? So here's what we know about. Here's what we know about Notre Dame. They have a quarterback that completes about 50% of his passes or less. And you're up against an SEC defense and an underrated Vanderbilt team. I think this game is super, super close, and I think Vandy even has a chance to win this game outright. So I like Vandy here with the SEC school up against Notre Dame and South Bend, who's played a pretty respectable first few games on the schedule, playing Michigan, who, of course, we loved Notre Dame against Michigan. They played Ball State, and of course, they were due for the letdown last week against Ball State. And Ball State, it's a in-state game for them, so we knew that they were going to be up to the task. And then this week, I just think Vandy consistently underrated. So, of course, I'm going to take Vandy in this one plus the points. I might even put a little sprinkle on the money line as well on that one as well. Thank you for all of your questions. Of course, thank you guys for contributing in our Facebook group. If you want to talk about a specific game, we do so all day and all night long in the Facebook group. I join in the conversation with everybody else, especially if I don't have a premium pick on the game. Of course, on Free For All Friday, all of our questions come from the Facebook readers. So this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. We took LSU Tigers, we took the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we took the Vanderbilt Commodores. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow for College Football Saturday, my favorite day of the week, during my favorite time of the year. Probably do it a little bit early tomorrow, and of course, we'll also have some in-games as well in the Facebook group. Have a great day, everyone.